we're back again today with another video, and you can obviously tell we are not in the shop. We are on the road here because, as you probably seen by the title and thumbnail, we are buying another truck. You know, we've been waiting for this day for a long time, a little over a year now. This is a year the other day. Yeah, we're traveling to go fixing to get into Nashville. We're about 20 minutes out right now, and yeah, you've seen the title and thumbnail. You probably know what it is. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that yet, but yeah, I don't know if I'll just pick up the camera when we get there and film, or if I'll just show you the truck. But yeah, as you can see, we're getting close. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna be there in a few minutes, so I'll just pick up the camera probably when we either get there or when we see the truck, and we won't keep you waiting much longer. So we'll see when we get there. All right, we're rolling up right now, and they've got it parked out front for us.
Turn right into the parking lot.
Yeah, she's front and center out here, so we'll see you in a minute. I've ever been this excited in my life or not. But anyways, as you've seen, it's a 24 high country dually. Like we said, you know, been waiting a year for it. We'll get into that a little bit later when we get to the house. Not at the same dealership, but anyways, just, gosh, this thing is just, yeah, it's you know, I didn't really think I would like it this much, but I really like it. It's the jet black umber interior, what they call it, on the black paint. God, we just had to. You know us, we just like black vehicles. Yeah. You know, it's gonna match a few vehicles in the fleet. So yeah, mainly that 86 crew cab. Gonna have to get them together and get some pictures of them. But golly, this thing is way better than I anticipated it was going to be.
I knew I'd like it, I just didn't know how much I'd like it.
And let me tell you, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, it is.
This is definitely the nicest trucks that GM has ever built. I mean,
yeah,
up there, you know, the high country, the Denali,
yeah,
the Denali Ultimates, all that. I mean,
yeah, definitely the nicest truck I've ever been in, no doubt about it. I mean, take a few shots here, but the platinum interior, you know, the limited interiors, and then whatever Cowboy Dodge has with all their horse saddle interior, you know. I gotta say, I'm gonna get some hate, but I think GM's on top. I mean, look at these door panels. I mean, it looks like something an Escalade should have. It looks like an Escalade interior. You know, I mean, full digital cluster, giant, I think it's like 13.1 inches on the display, wireless charging back here. I mean, it's tons of leg room. I mean, the thing is so comfortable. I mean, it's just so comfortable. And it's got all of 42 miles on it right now. Yep. We picked it up,
just 43.
43, pardon me. Picked it up, it had 6 or 7 miles on it, so we a little ways towards the house. But yeah, whatever I was expecting, way better than what I was expecting. You know, I've seen some videos talking about how nice they are, but I don't even know what to say right now. Yeah, it's got freezing cold air, which is a nice little change from driving old square body trucks all the time. That nice cold air, but let me tell you, that's enough talking. I'm just rambling at this point. We'll show you more when we get to the house. Yesterday afternoon, and we ended up not having time to finish this video, so we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up right now. If you don't know, this is a 24 Chevrolet 3500 High Country DURAMAX dually. It's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, like I said, 24. This is a refresh year for GM, if you don't know.
Which different front end and different inside is.
Yeah. That's the two main things that they've changed.
Pretty much same cab and bed. I don't know if the fenders are the same. I'm not for sure.
I'm gonna say they probably are, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah,
and they changed the wheels too.
First year for these wheels, and these are 18s. From what I'm pretty sure, this is the biggest factory wheel they've ever put on a dually, a 3500.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, the 24s being a refresh year actually make these trucks extremely hard to get. I mean, you may find one, but it's going to be very hard to find. And that's actually the reason it took us a little over a year to even get this truck.
Not this exact truck, but
to get a truck.
A truck, the truck we wanted.
Yeah, to get the truck we wanted, it took a little over a year. So, I think it was last October.
Yep.
We went to a dealership.
It's October 22nd.
Ordered the truck, and then which we ordered a 23, and in that time they stopped production on the 23s, and around January, February they told us it was going to be a 24, which, okay, no big deal, better interior, redesigned front end. So we rocked on there for a few more months. So after about 9 months with that dealership, we decided we was going to go to Carl Black in Nashville, Tennessee, and we ordered the truck there in early July. And it's late October now.
It's October 29th. No, it was October 30th. We got the truck.
October 28th.
October 28th.
So right at 16 weeks or 4 months, whatever you want to call it, to get this truck. Which, a month of that, they were not producing the trucks. And like I said, the 24s are very hard to come by because when they switched over to production, they only made them for maybe a little over a month, 2 months. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think you could actually order one of these trucks, I think in like February, but then they started making them the end of February, early March. And yeah, they ran them for a few months there, shut production down, and then
production did not open back up until August of this year. So production opened up in August, and this truck was built the week of October 9th.
It was supposed to have been. I don't know if it was built that week or the week after, because something was threw it off a week somehow.
So this truck was actually built like 2 weeks ago, which is crazy to think, sitting here. But now, if you've been watching the news or anything, you know GM is going back on strike at a bunch of its different plants. And I'm pretty sure the truck plant that built this truck is now going on strike.
Which this truck was built in Flint, not in Canada.
Not in Canada. Fun fact, Canada cannot build long bed trucks.
Which, if you buy a dually, it has to be a long
It
bed.
has to be a long bed, and it has to be built in Flint.
So it's like we were told, the Canada plant cannot build long bed trucks. They're not set up for that.
Because the Canada plant builds 1500s, 2500s, and 3500 single rear wheel trucks, all short beds. The plant's just not tooled for the 8-foot bed, I guess. But and that's part of the reason why it took so long to get it, because the time that they were shut down up until August, they were running the Flint or the Canada plant producing 2500s. So that especially made the 3500s hard to get, because they've only produced them for a couple months, and now they're going back on strike. So who knows when you'll be able to get another one of these trucks, really.
Like we were told up there that more than likely this would be the last one of these they would get all year, but
On top of how hard they've already been to get, you know, so, which is not the dealership's fault, it's GM itself is just not building these trucks right now. And on top of them not building them, they also told us that the transport drivers were also going on strike. So it was really, if we didn't get this truck when we did, it was more than likely going to be after the first of the year before
yeah, probably at least 2 months.
we even seen the truck. So we
Yeah.
definitely got lucky, to say the least.
Yeah, which, like you said, though, we hadn't caught a break the whole time ordering this, or with the whole process
yeah.
with this. I mean, it just
Everything
seems
that
like
could have went wrong did go wrong with the whole process of this truck. Every little thing held us back.
yeah. So, like you said, we went to Carl Black Chevrolet in Nashville. It's just got the dealer tag right there, and they told us, you know, they were a commercial dealer for these things,
And you know, they had a lot of these trucks, not the high countries, but they had a lot of the 24s on the lot.
yeah, that's the most I've seen personally on a lot. So, or just move. I mean, they moved quite a bit of them the
Yeah.
way they talk.
So that is the reason we decided to go with them, is just the amount of these trucks that they were able to sell. We figured it'd be our greatest chance of getting one would be through them, and I'm gonna say it was.
Yeah,
It was.
it worked out. So I knew I'd like the truck, and you said the same thing. But after driving it home, just being around it personally now, because this is the first one I've ever been around in person, just because they're that hard to find. But man, I like this truck way more than
Oh
what I
yeah.
expected to. But
I mean, the expectations I had for this truck have greatly been exceeded.
oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
No
it's
question.
way better than I ever thought it could be, which is a bold statement for only putting like 150
Yeah,
miles
it's
on
about
it.
150 miles home. We drove it, so. But hey, it only took that. I mean, it took
Oh yeah,
It
I
took
mean,
like 2 miles, and I'm like, man, this is the truck right here. Like, this
Yeah.
is.
I mean, just go ahead and we ain't gave them a really good shot of the interior yet.
No, which we're not going to show a whole. Like, we're not going to go into every detail of it, because we're going to do a complete video on that. Because even before we bought this, I was looking stuff up on these, and like, nobody's got any videos out on these. So we're going to do a full breakdown of this thing, and we still got to learn some stuff inside it, figure it all out. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of buttons in here that I just haven't pushed, and I've really got to figure out what they do.
yeah, so, which, too, nobody knows what these things, I mean, not a very many people's been around them, because there's just so little of them out there, but anyway. You see here, we went with the brown inside. I think they call it like umber.
Yeah, jet black / umber.
But
Yeah, and I wish,
you get these in all black, and they brought blue back for this year.
which is really cool. I haven't been able to see
Yeah.
a blue one in person yet, but I really want to, because the pictures really look good.
I believe it's the first time I think they put blue inside in it since an OBS, and it's about the color of
Yeah,
an OBS, blue inside. So, I mean, just the screen on this.
Yeah.
Which this is, like you said, this is a redesigned, fresh interior, and this is, I mean, this is a selling point. This is a heck of a selling point on these trucks.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Here, go ahead, take this.
this is the nicest inside that Chevrolet, in my opinion, has ever put inside a vehicle. All digital cluster. I mean, I think it's like a 13 point something inch screen, the biggest screen they've ever put in here.
13 point something.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. And we haven't even pulled the plastic off of it.
We hadn't pulled nothing out of it yet.
It looks like it should not belong in a GM truck. Yeah. Or in a truck in general. I mean, just the detail, these door panels. I mean, just.
It's something too we thought, like from pictures of this, and you obviously this is brown, but I couldn't tell what color this is. I thought it was like just straight black, but it actually has a brown cast.
Yeah, and on camera you can't really tell, but outside you can. It will almost fool you how brown it actually looks. But yeah, it's just all.
I still haven't found the
They have High Country in the headliner, or headliner, headrest. This is another one of my favorite parts. It's an actual metal, like, badge, I guess you could say. Really cool, which we're not going to get into too much detail. Like I said, have a whole separate video breaking everything down about this truck. So,
yeah, just for the fact that nobody's really done that from what I've seen on video. I mean,
yeah,
this thing's got Apple CarPlay, it's got the Android version of that. It's a Google based operating, so it's got Google Maps and all that.
That'll tell where we're at. No, it won't.
So
I've been messing with this earlier.
yeah, it's really, I would say it's really advanced for
Hey, for a Chevrolet truck.
for a Chevrolet truck. I mean,
they were lacking on the inside.
I'll say for a long, my opinion, Chevrolet interiors before this, the best ones were the 14 to 18s. I think the
20 to 23.
The 20 to 23 HD interior kind of lacked, in my opinion. It just wasn't what it could be, and they stepped it up. I mean, it's a major improvement.
Yeah, because when these first come out, I think it was a picture of like a wide LTZ is what they first started advertising these trucks at, and I wasn't for sure on the front end. You know, I didn't know about the two big running lights, the headlights like that.
Yeah, the headlights kind of threw me off a little bit.
I didn't know if I'd like it or not. I really didn't like it at first, but then the more you look at it,
but from day one,
the more I started liking it.
As soon as I seen the pictures, I loved the interior.
Oh yeah, no question.
From day one, I knew I would love the interior. Got some console storage.
Yeah, pretty good sized console. A lot of room up here.
Got a wireless charger under there. Just really, really cool for a GM truck. Not what you would expect in a GM truck.
Definitely not. It's like, where's this been? Like, this is what people have been wanting for like the last 3 years.
Yeah. Which, all right, we need to wrap this up. We're getting too in depth here. We're getting sidetracked, which is easy to do. I just get distracted looking at this truck. Got the power running boards. There we go. And it's like you said, it's like it's got an unlock sequence on it, which makes all the lights flash and everything. One of my favorite parts about the truck. That's just so cool.
And it's got to have them cab lights.
And it's got them cab lights up there. Can't forget them. And another thing, it's got the whole bottom of the power step is a light, like a puddle light, which I've never seen that on.
I never realized that either.
I don't know if any other brands do that, but that's really cool.
Not that many. They may have a few here and there, but like
the whole strip
this is lit up. Something too about these is, I believe, if I read right, these are the longest, tallest, and widest trucks that GM has made, along with GMC.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing. But
Silverado and Sierra.
yeah, this platform.
I mean, this is it.
And nice like I said, my mind's blown. I mean,
This is just way more than what I ever expected out of the truck.
yeah.
It really has exceeded my expectations already, and we ain't even put it to work yet.
No, I hadn't even used it yet. So for one reason why we even got this truck, you know, if you watch our videos, you see we buy a lot of C10s mostly, and you know, the truck we were using kind of just wasn't cutting it anymore. We loaded it pretty good the last couple times we've had.
Yeah, we've loaded a little heavier than what we should have. We never hurt the truck, but it was just a lot for the truck, you know, for a half-ton truck especially.
Yeah. So, and two, it felt like we was kind of limited on how far I would go with it, like kind of limiting our range of
Yeah,
buying
especially,
stuff.
you know, the farther we get east, there's more hills and everything, and
Yeah.
it just wear more on the transmission.
Yeah, so, you know, we started looking at the trucks. And when we started this whole process, that's when the used truck market was, you know,
Absolutely ridiculous.
yeah, way worse than what it is now. But it made sense to just go ahead and just buy a new one. I mean,
Yeah, because we was looking at trucks, they was wanting almost the same thing, same price for, and they'd be 2 or 3, 4 years old with thousands, tens of thousands, some over 100,000 miles with zero warranty and
yeah, so,
everything. And it made more sense to go this route, you know. So
Yeah, now looking back at it,
I would not have
no
been
question. I'm glad.
after driving this truck.
That's something else which we'll get into on the other video we do. But this truck, as big as it is, it does not drive like it.
No,
I mean,
and especially for as heavy as it is.
yeah, I think gross weight was 11.5 on it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I've seen that somewhere on it, but
And it definitely does not feel like it.
no, it's pretty quick for what it is too.
Yeah.
I mean, for it being a crew cab long bed 1 ton,
Yeah.
so it's. But anyway, I think that's about it. That's all we're gonna say right here. Before we end this one out, though, as far as our main stuff, I know this ain't what we usually do on here, but as far as our C10 stuff, we got brakes and air. I know we've said that the last couple months. We'll be trying to finally put that on that black truck, hopefully sometime this winter. That yellow truck in the corner over there, that's set over there for about 2 years now. It's we finally think we have a plan of what we're going to do to it, kind of a temporary thing to get it back running and driving, because we've got a long-term
goal with the truck.
idea for it, but it's going to be at least a year before we can start that easily. Got some other stuff we're going to be kind of doing that's different. Got this 911 over here. We're going to be doing some stuff to it. So you'll see that kind of different for what we do, but you know, it's here, so we're going to use it.
So we might as well film it. You know, we're gonna have to do it either way. So
yeah, so we'll be doing some paint stuff on it, changes a few pieces out on it.
yeah, can't give everything away. Yeah.
No, I mean it'll be a fun little project. So
Yeah.
and also we're going to try to do an OBS build, start it this winter. Hope to have it done sometime next year. We're gonna be doing that. We've got plenty of stuff to do. Also got should have a big update coming on a 85 model truck we got in the body shop. We're doing a full paint on. It's getting close, but we got a big video on it. Nobody's seen none of that stuff yet.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a big video on this truck right here. Like I said, really going in depth on everything with it.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna wrap this up. And if you're considering buying one of these trucks and you need something to push you over the edge to buy it, just take our word for it.
And if you're located anywhere around Middle Tennessee, I would recommend you go to Carl Black. That's just me.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to, but all I'm saying is huge shout out to them for being able to get us this truck.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that was up there helped us out. I mean,
Yeah, and
everybody that we dealt with helped us out.
Yeah.
So
everybody's super friendly. It's just a great experience.
is that gonna be it?
I think this is going to wrap this one up.
Yep. that's going to wrap this one up. You know, we appreciate everybody watching. I know this ain't what we normally do on here, but I had to put this in here because this is a new. I mean, this is a new.
You're good. You're going to be seeing it in the background, and I'm sure there's going to be people asking questions. So
yeah, so we might as well just rip the Band-Aid off.
That's right.
So with that, we're gonna wrap this one up. Appreciate everybody watching. We got a lot of stuff planned to do, and we're gonna try to put it out. So
yeah, that's all we can do is try. So.
Yep. So anyway, we will wrap this one up and see you on the next one.